I am looking for a position and the position is one, and that's women rep. And does not mean that the position is confined to only women rep. We are having MCS and there are 30 wards in Mandera County where we need to be vying. Where are you ladies? Come out and vie. Trying and failing is never failure.
Yes.
It's you've tried and one day, one time you will go through.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's your girl Saida Ahmed Rashid, and today the seat is too hot. What do I mean by too hot? Today I have Her Excellency Honorable Ubah Gedi, my woman representative 2022, God willing. Let me take this opportunity to welcome her. Karibu Mheshimiwa.
Yeah, thank you very much, Sister Saida. This is my younger sister, by the way. And thank you very much for inviting me to your platform.
You're welcome.
It's been a beautiful one.
Yes.
I've been following you.
Yes.
How you've been literally promoting the gender issue, the women issue. You are one of the greatest person that we have.
Thank you.
And
so
thank
much.
you very much for giving us this platform. Not forgetting also the boy child anyway. But this should be belonging to women. It has to be womenish. All the same, as she said, I am Ubah Habdi or Gedi Ubah for that matter. And I am aspirant Mandera County women position, that is women MP or women representative for those ones who understand perfectly. I vied once, not twice. 2013 I vied. 2017 I was told to step down. I did that because of the community respect. In 2017 I'm in the race like nobody's business, and nothing will stop me unless Allah says it is not my time. Then it's not my time.
2022.
But for 2022 this year. But for me, my intention is to vie, and I'm not backing off. I will be in the race, inshallah, if the Almighty so wishes.
Yes.
For my wish and my likes, I'm going to vie. But if Allah says it is my chance, it will be my chance.
Absolutely.
If Allah says it's not, it's not. Because if it's campaign, I did it. If it is popularized myself, I did that. But it didn't happen because of the will of Allah.
Yes.
And that's what I believe. And I have that strong feeling that if Allah so wishes, I'll go through. If Allah did not wish it, then nothing will I can't force it for that matter.
Mheshimiwa, for sure, yes, I've been following you, and me being a voter in Mandera County, I've seen you, you started your political ambitions while you are very young, if I'm not wrong.
Yes.
Because you are a strong woman, you don't give up. But give us briefly about your journey, where you started about this politics.
Great, thank you very much. I started my political journey long time ago when I was very young, and in fact early married. And that was, I started it not at home. I started it in Ongata Rongai. And in fact, my mentor and the person who pushed me to politics was His Excellency, the former deputy, is now passed on, George Saitoti. We have chunks of a community that lives in Ongata Rongai or Gong or this side, because he used to be the MP from Kajiado North.
Yes.
Then he called our community and said he wanted a women representative. Then in Maendeleo Wanawake, so that at least I represent them in that position, in that organization, because then Maendeleo used to be very strong. It used to have a voice, and it used to voice for women. So the community that lived in Kajiado then decided, and I was a very little girl, very young, early married, and I don't even know about politics.
Yes.
But the community sit and decided, and they said, and I was new to the place, by the way. I was just early married, and I was in Ongata Rongai few months. I didn't stay much. But those guys saw me with women leaders, and they said, we are having a lady who come from our community, a Somali, regardless of then, Somali or Borana, whatever, everybody agreed that they should give me this position. I know nobody, I know no one, but they decided to give me the position because of the vocality, because of the socialism that I had. They said, why not? Let's give her the chance.
Yes.
So I was given then the location, the sub-location of Ongata Rongai chairperson for Maendeleo Wanawake.
Wow.
So I was told I should be working with His Excellency Saitoti. And so I've been with him throughout. When campaign comes, I've been with them. And then there was a woman, MCA, then we used to call it councillor then. She was the councillor for Kajiado North. She's called Mama Wakapa. She got hold of my hands, and she's been working with me this journey of politics. That mother mentored me that I was just like her kid. She used to go with me everywhere she goes. She used to introduce me to people. She taught me a lot of people. And like her daughter, she held my hands, and that is how I joined politics. So I started politics in Ongata Rongai. The person who mentored me was Saitoti and Madam Ruth Wakapa, who was councillor then. That was in 1996 and 1995.
By then, as you said, you didn't know nobody there. And you were new in that area, and people chose you because of being vocal. Maybe they saw you also hardworking.
Yes.
That's why they chose you. Now, your challenges, because being a woman, I don't not in our county now, but
In Ongata
that
Rongai,
time,
yes.
what
It
challenges
had a
did
lot
you
of
face?
challenges. One, there was that before me, there was a mama who was the chair lady for that sub-county.
Yes.
She's a Somali-speaking woman, and I was Somali but speaking in Kiborana, or Kigari for that matter. So there was that push and pull. And the mother was very old when I was given the position, and Saitoti specifically said he wanted an educated woman or an educated girl.
Yes.
So I was given a position. I had a lot of challenges. Number one, I was told I don't come from the area. So many people started opposing me, especially the other women who were non-Somalis.
Yes.
And then there was this other one, they said, oh, this lady, she's a newcomer, so she'll not be given a position. She knows nobody. And Mama Wakapa stood with me and she said, one, she's educated. Number two, we don't need to be basing somebody on whether she knows anybody or she doesn't know anybody. Nobody was born and brought up in Ongata Rongai. All of you came to Rongai.
Yes.
Because of looking for greener pasture or whatever it is. But the lady who was before me, who was the chair lady before me, was born and brought up in Ongata Rongai, and she was married there. She grew old there, and in fact she had an intermarriage of Masai and Somali.
Wow.
So that's why she had a better chance than me. But the challenges were so much. It's only about tribe, and it's about speaking also the language, because then I was not speaking in Kisomali, and neither do I speak in Kimasai,
Yes.
or neither Kikuyu. But all the same, I speak in fluent English and I speak in fluent Kiswahili.
Yes.
I remember at a time when we have been having a meeting, the Masais will speak in their language and I understand nothing. Or when we go to the Kikuyus speak in their language and I understand nothing. And it was not their mistake. And they didn't do it deliberately to speak in their language. It's because they don't know Kiswahili. That's why they were basing their conversation or their meeting in Kimasai or Kikuyu. I understood them. But sometimes Mama Wakapa used to translate for me. This is what they say, this is what they do. And in fact, Maendeleo Wanawake is one of the richest women in Ongata Rongai. They have a very big building at the center of Ongata Rongai. And every end of December, every end of the year, in December 25th, they celebrate. They do a lot of celebrations. The income from their house, they used to be contributed about among the communities that live there, or the women group that live there. Us Somalis had 2 women group then in Ongata Rongai.
Yes.
And so we used to be given a chunk of money, and it was good. You go do business. And in Rongai, we used to have merry-go-round. Up to today they have. I'm not there. But they have groups that they do a lot of collections. When a lady is married in Ongata Rongai, if, for example, it's my daughter, I don't buy anything. The entire group will buy me anything and they bring me.
Wow.
That is how they're organized, regardless of their tribe. In Ongata Rongai, women are organized, well organized, where they do literally everything for themselves. There are sometimes they normally meet after every 2 months, 3 months. When they meet, they bring a lot of things. Even food that you cook at your place, you don't do it. They will do it for you. So that is how they are intact, how they cooperate, how that they work together. When you have like Tanzania, when you might be a death at home, they normally do everything for you. That is, they are a step ahead of everybody. And so the challenges that I passed through was much, but I made it.
Yeah,
I strong with it because I was very strong. Number 2, I had a strong backing. That was Mama Ruth Wakapa and Saitoti.
Yes.
Because these guys have a say. At the end of the day, they are the ones who give the shot.
Yes.
Mama Ruth Wakapa says this and that's it. Nobody opposes it. Because she was a very strong counselor then. and now it's called MCA. And then we had Honorable Saitoti, who is also gives a shot, and he's one of the most strongest and one of the most loved, one of the most liked MP from Kenya that everybody knows, and he's been a vice president for many years. That's about 14 years. So that is how I made it to politics. And so then, while I was in Ongata Rongai in that politics, the Constitution of 2010 came up. That was the time people were been advocating for it, where people have been writing the Constitution. So I was in the group of no and yes. And still, I was in a very strong group. That was His Excellency Moi was with us.
Yes.
May his soul rest in peace. And so we had a strong backing. Then I was in an NGO called National Muslim Council of Kenya, who was led by then Nazlin Omar, an Indian lady who vied for women president position then 202. And so from the beginning, I had a mentor, very strong women who've been with me. Then I got into Nazlin's NGO, and I was the head of the entire Rift Valley for Muslim women. So it is called National Muslim Council of Kenya. It was a women NGO that advocated for women, Muslim women that was marginalized, that were stigmatized when they have HIV and AIDS. So she's done a lot for Muslim women. And that is the time that even women, Muslim women, came and they expressed themselves. Those ones who had AIDS had to say that they have AIDS. They have to come public, and she's done much for them. So literally, I had a strong mentorship women that had pulled me to where I am.
Wow.
Yes.
That's very beautiful. Now that you are not giving up anytime, any soon.
Of course.
And you are running for
of course
2022.
Yes.
Now, I want you to tell me the vision of our nation and your county. What do you have the vision for your county and the
One
nation?
thing is the vision that I have for this country. Number one is peace, cohesion, and integration.
Yes.
We need to have the coexistence because of we have 42 tribes in Kenya.
Yes.
And 42 tribes need to be in a leadership. I want to see our country, Kenya, where the minority will be having an opportunity to be a leader. I want to see this country that will be giving an opportunity to women, especially the women from northern part of Kenya, or especially the women that comes from pastoralist community, because at the end of the day, we are marginalized several times. I can't even count.
Yes.
I want to see this country in a very peaceful mood where they go to elections as brothers and sisters. Everybody sells his agenda, tell us what he's going to do for the community, rather than abusing one another on a platform where you need to be asking for votes.
Yes.
That is very unfortunate, and we don't need to be doing that. For me, it's not in my book. And in my county, I want to see a county where there is development, a county where they give opportunity to the minority, a county that is going to give opportunity to the women. And to say this, you've seen people going to State House of late. Have you ever seen a woman from Mandera County?
No.
Not none. And that is because, it's not because we're not there.
Yes.
It's not because there are no women that's educated from Mandera County. It's because we are being undermined by men. It's because they don't want to see the women in that chance. And literally, what do I say? It's because they see us to be a threat to them. If it's education, we are at par with them.
Yes.
If it is vocalism, we have. So why are they not giving us that chance? It's because they feel a threat to them. They feel us guys a threat to them. Otherwise, I want to see a county that is going to be having a coexistence, which is already there, and a county that's going to give opportunity to boy child and girl child, for that matter, to the youth and the women. In our county, that's Mandera County, we are lagging behind in so many things. In leadership, there is no youth. There's no women. The only position that we are told it belongs to the women is the women position.
Yes.
We are having 6 sub-counties. Why not? Give one to youth and give one to women, and then we have the women position.
Yes.
Yes.
Wow. Where do you see your county or our county in terms of development?
As you see, Mandera County, way back in 80s and in 90s, we used to be very backward. In anything, health, education, water, and everything.
Yes.
But since the devolution started, Mandera is in a better position. And let me tell you this for free. The Mandera County is 101% better than the 47 counties in Kenya, the 46 counties in Kenya.
Yes.
One, in terms of development, Mandera has developed. Let's not lie to one another.
Yes.
It's not that I want to support anybody. I'm supporting nobody and no one.
Yes.
But let's speak the truth, and the truth shall set us free.
Indeed.
Mandera has changed from where it used to be before and now.
Yes.
Mandera is a different Mandera today. Mandera is where it has buildings that are offices. Mandera has tarmac road, though it used to have before,
Yeah.
but for a very many years never used to have. But now, thanks to God, because of the evolution, we have this. And then number two, we never used to be having youth or men or women that used to be working in Mandera County.
Yes.
It's because it's only national government. People who are working in Mandera County, some of them are posted there. Others, I mean, locals don't get job in Mandera County. That's where I was born and brought up. That's what had made me to move to Nairobi to come and look for greener pasture.
Wow.
It's because there's no job for me, for that matter.
Yes.
So, but now, because of devolution and because of the changing of the constitution, there are over 1,000 men and women that are working in Mandera County that's under salary. That at the end of the month, they are getting their due. But before, we never used to have, especially women. You will see a secretary in office of the then district or commissioner or county commission. I mean, it's called district commissioner or what is it called? Divisional commissioner. You either see a secretary woman or none. You will never see a woman in a position of either chief. You will never see a woman in a position of administration. You will never see a woman in a bigger positions.
Yes.
It's not because they're not educated. We have education, but because we don't get the job. Why? Because those ones who are coming to work in Mandera County are posted by the national government. And that means anybody can be, and anybody, Kenyan can work anywhere.
Yes.
So, but now, go to any offices, you will see women working, men working everywhere. I mean, we are equally at par with anybody.
Yes.
And Mandera has gone from zero to in a better position. Even if our expectations and Mandarians has been 100%, you see, you can't get 100% at the end of the day.
No.
But you will be in a position that you will be very happy. We need to appreciate that. You will go to any town in Mandera County today, be it in Takaba, Banisa, Elwak, or wherever you go, you will see there is difference. We are having modern markets. We are having modern offices. In offices where you sit and you have computer, you have internet, you have everything.
Yes.
Literally, we need to appreciate that and we need to say Alhamdulillah.
Yes.
Because even if it's not an individual who has done that for me, and it's not from anybody's pocket,
Yes.
but it was because I had paid a tax and my tax is working now. I used to pay for it and I never used to get this service.
Yes.
But now Mandera County is where you get all the services that you need. If you go to hospitals, you will see modern hospitals that are being built. And you will see doctors working. We never used to have doctors. We never used to have nurses. We have them, but they are very few. But now, Alhamdulillah, the ladies, boys and men that were educated from Mandera County are today working in their county, regardless of their tribe. And you see, everybody is equally working there. And this is, thanks to God, it's because of devolution that is working. And anyway, even if you expect 100% from leaders, you won't get that. Urongo mbaya.
No, you will
But
never.
you see, we are getting at least at 80%.
Yes.
Then we need to say thank you very much. This is not an individual thing that somebody has done it for us. It's not done for free. And it's not done from anybody's pocket. This is either a work that is done by the CDF, it's because it is done by the county government, it's been done by women rep positions because she has at least a little bit of something.
Yes.
Literally anywhere you go, you will see a hand of an MP has done something.
Indeed.
It's not that he's done nothing. He's okay. Our expectations is very high, but at the end of the day, we should shelve our expectations.
Yes.
We will do according to what we get. Like for example, you will be hearing people saying billions of shillings has got into Mandera and it's done nothing. You know, there are these billions that doesn't come directly, as it is 12 billion. It comes in bunches. It comes in form of quotas. That's how government works. And you see, there are things that are government working on papers and might be, it doesn't happen in reality. But even if it happens, it's much better. Imagine Mandera is starting from zero to where position it is today. The governor that is going to come in 2022 this year has got very little to do. But the money he gets might be going to work for us now. But before, the governor that was, before the first governor was putting structures in place.
Yes.
And he was putting workforce in place, which he has already done it.
Yes.
But now the governor that's going to come, his work will be very easy. It's a walkover. Let's not lie to one another. However might be you hate anybody,
Yes.
or however might be I hate anybody, the truth will stand at the end of the day.
Yes.
And we should speak the truth. Yes.
Given a chance What plans will you implement in your county?
For me, it's different, and I have a different leadership. I could have done much for women and people with disability and youth. That is where the docket of women representative fall. In as much as we are getting very little, in as much as we get very little, I could have empowered women, I could have empowered youth, and I could have empowered people with disability. That is where my area is supposed to be. You see, for the position of women rep, it's a legislative work. It's where you're supposed to be doing much at the parliament than doing much at the ground.
Yes.
Why is it so? It's because the little that you are given by Affirmative Action Development Fund, for example, if I talk about my county, that's Mandera County, we're getting 42 million a year. If you're told you are getting a year, we are not getting the 42,000 shillings, 42,000 million at once. We are getting it in bunches of quarterly. So a quarter 42 is how much? It's very little. The vast Mandera County is very big. It's 6 sub-counties. Imagine where an MP who gets a CDF at around 85 million or 80 million per year, I am getting 42 million, if at all I will be the women rep of Mandera County, 42 million per year. That is double of what I get.
Yes.
And this guy gets a yearly for a constituency. I get 42 the whole county. Literally, it's not enough for everything.
No.
But we should at least touch on the basis or where it is urgently needed.
Yes.
Where is it needed? We are having women who are bringing up orphans.
Yes.
I mean, widowers.
Yes.
We are having divorcees, women who are divorced, who have no place, who have no husband to kneel on, who have no shoulders to kneel on.
Yes.
We are supposed to be standing with that kind of women.
Yes.
And not only standing with them in terms of money or giving them whatever, but even in legislative positions. You should be at least looking for the legislation that is going to help these women. Number 2, in our counties, especially the pastoralist community, marginalize their daughters or ladies for that matter.
Yes.
We should be having a legislative that is going to at least cater for the needs of the women of pastoralist community. And by empowering the women, we need not to be leaving the boys. We need to be empowering our youth also.
Yes.
We can empower them through a lot of things, not necessarily doing a little bit of it and then you leave another one, a little bit of it. Even the little will help. But you see, first of all, you need to be meeting these youth and ask them their need. What do you need me to do for you? Because what I have is little. I have this much for you. And what do you want me to do for you? For example, I was the head of Maendeleo Wanawake. I'm the chair lady Mandera County. As we speak and before, I had advocated to get money from the county government. And thanks to him, His Excellency Governor Roba gave me money. That was in 2015. Since then, I wasn't given any cent, by the way. People thought we were still given money. We were not given, yes. But we were not given a cent from... 2015 was first and last. The 2015 we were given, I called the women from all over Mandera County, there are 60 leaders, that is 10 from every sub-county, and I asked them, what do you need us guys to do for this money? Apart from their reimbursement, apart from giving them their dues by then, because some of them has been spending in lodgings, so we need to cater for them. They said, we had a building in Mandera County, we have a very big plot in Mandera, at the center of Mandera.
Yes.
The lady before me built a lot of houses where the income was too little because at the end of it, we were getting 2,000 from each house, which is nothing. That was 17 houses of 2,000 shillings. It doesn't help.
No.
But the money we were given, we built still houses in the same house, and we are getting income generating activities from that house now.
Yes.
Imagine being a Maendeleo Wanawake chair without salary, being a Wanawake chair lady without anything. No money, no nothing. The little we got, we built, and the money we're getting from the house rent is going to the account. In that account, nobody is going to withdraw as an individual person. As a child, I can't withdraw unless we do minutes. And we agree by the 10 officials or Mandera County officials to withdraw amount of money either to send it to wherever it is necessary. Wow. Especially when women urgently needed thing, we stand with them. And I don't want to name them because we stood with them. I stood with women who were going for operations. We paid for her fully for her medication. We paid for a yatima kid, those ones orphan kids who had no schools. We paid for them. We didn't pay full for them, but what we can, we have assisted.
You chip in.
Yes. There are women whose house are burnt, we help them.
Yes.
There are people who might be having problems with marriages or this. We do consultations. We pay for her a little bit. Like if a kid is just from school and it comes to our attention, we will chip in.
Yes.
We don't have much. But the little we get, we will stand with women who have problems and youth who have problems.
Yes.
Like now in Maendeleo Wanawake, I have given a whole house that is an office for youth of Mandera County. I had given them because I can't give you cash, but come and have this office, operate from here, and get what
something.
Allah is going to give it to you.
Yes.
And they pay 0 cent. That's how we empower them, because we have nothing else. But the little we have, we shared among the women and the youth. Yes.
People outside there were saying now, being a chair lady of Maendeleo Wanawake in Mandera County, and a lot of people, social media, people just want to talk, and I think the message now that has been passed on, she does what she can. It's not that the way she said, she gets whatever she gets, and she does what she can. You cannot satisfy every human being. People should just understand that she's also a human being, and she's just working on whatever she gets in the county or whatever help she's getting from. So, who is important vote or voter, and why?
A voter is very important. Why? He is my employee. He's the person who employs me. The voter is the person who employs all the politicians. Without that voter, there is no politician. Without that voter, there is no leader. So what does that mean? A voter is a very important person. And if only people can understand that, they couldn't have even refused to answer their phone, because they are our employee. The voter is an employee of a leader or a politician who wants to be a leader in Mandera County or anywhere else in this country.
So without my vote,
I
you're
can
nothing.
be, of course, without a voter, I am nothing.
Yes.
Without that voter, I couldn't have been sitting here talking about them.
Absolutely.
So a voter is a very very important person for that matter. He's a person, if he calls you even in midnight, you could answer his phone. Is a voter, if he calls you for a help, you could have even answered him. I mean, as urgent as he called you.
Yes.
But it's not about, I know the leaders are always busy. They don't do one thing, two things, three things, or four things. They do so many things. One, it's advocacy they do. Leadership they give, in parliament they are, in communities they are, and they want to also consider their community. They can't do these things at the same time. But even in parliament, when you're in parliament, you're given time to go and see your voter. So you need to be at the ground and see them. You need to be talking to them. Not necessarily because I don't have money, I should be not in the ground. It's very wrong. It's quite wrong. Because at the end of the day, the person who has employed me to be in their house is that voter. Imagine of me getting 1 million shillings every end of the month and my voter is sleeping hungry. It's haram even in Islam.
Very sad.
I know we cannot satisfy everybody.
No.
But there are those urgent things that you are supposed to be attending to.
Yes.
If you are in touch with the people at the ground, you will hear money. But if you are disconnected from them, and you are, of course, 101 people will call you the whole day. You cannot keep on answering phones every seconds or whatever. The best thing is you answer them and tell them, I am in a meeting, but I'll call you back, promising that you're calling back. When you call back, you will get an information, and information is power. But if you are getting when you're voted in and you become a leader, and then you disconnect yourself from the voter, that is a very unfortunate situation.
Yeah.
Somebody will ask you, yeah, she's talking like this, but tomorrow she will like divert my phone. I am Maendeleo Wanawake Charity, and I've never diverted. And guess what? Youth who are always chewers over the night at around 2 usiku, they call me and I answer their phone. And I just tell them politely, excuse me, do you know what time it is that you're calling me now? No, it's an emergency. What is so emergency that you cannot wait for tomorrow? But please, give me also my time so that at least I'll be having my time with my husband and with my kids over the night.
Yes.
Mchana, you can call me any time of the day. But when it comes to from 10, please just let's restrict ourselves and let's respect also the family.
Yes.
Because I'm a parent. I have a family to care for. I have been away from them the whole day. And then by the time I come to them, instead of talking to them and asking for their problems, I keep on answering
You're
phones.
still busy.
Exactly. That also makes me disconnect myself from my family, which is not also fair to me and to you too. So the best thing is give me time so that at least when I answer your phone, it should be over the day. And not forgetting, I'm also attending to issues at parliament.
Yes.
Not forgetting that I'm attending to issues at the committee level. Because in parliament, you only don't do parliament, you also do committee. So we need to be, there are so many things that our people don't understand. And they need a lot of civic education about it.
Yes. Good. What is the beauty of being a leader in Kenya, especially being a woman? And what kind of a leaders do Kenya deserve?
Kenya, okay, let me answer the first one.
Yes.
To be a leader is a lot of things. One, you command a respect.
Yes.
Number two, You will be, for example, I am in a position I am today. Tomorrow when I become a leader, I will be sharing a table with the president. I will be sharing a table with the speakers. I will be sharing with people of substance.
And from
different international.
Yes.
Even this time, there are those ulamas that I want to sit with them, but I can't get. But when I'm a leader, it's just a phone call away from me.
Yes.
I get to that sheikh, he sits with me, we do what is necessary for the women or for the youth.
Yes.
I mean, people of substance does not mean that it's only the president or people at the top.
No.
There are people of substance whom I can't get them today. But when I become a leader, I can access.
Yes.
Being a leader, you can access to several things. What are these? You can access to leadership, the top of leadership. You can access to funds. You can access to even education.
Yes.
You see, there are things that our people don't know. For example, you can get a scholarship. As at now, I know so many people. But tracing to that person and getting that scholarship for any kid who deserves is very hard. But when I'm a leader, imagine it's a phone call to governor, he gives you a scholarship for those who need. Or I submit the names and then he give me the scholarship. So you see, being a leader, it has a lot of challenges, but it puts you in a position where you can reason out with people that might be, when I'm in my position today, I can reason with.
Yes.
Yes. That's the bit of being a leader. And number two, what kind of leadership do we deserve? A honest leadership, a transparent leadership, a good. The first one is a God-fearing leadership.
Yes.
If he's not fearing God, then he cannot be transparent. If he's not fearing God, then he cannot be equalizing anybody. So we should be a leader that is, his integrity is 101% perfect.
Yes.
Integrity means you should be away from corruption. You should be not undermining people. You should not be discriminating people based on their clan or based on their status.
Yes.
Like, for example, somebody comes up and says, these ones are deposits, so I need not to talk to them. Imagine they're the ones who voted you in. The deposit is the one who voted you in.
Very true.
And she stands the best chance to talk to and to help her when she needs our help.
Yes.
But imagine of being a woman and then you get that leadership. You don't need not to undermine any woman just because you are in that position, and then you're kind of having your specs, and when you talk to her, what are you saying kind of because she looks dirty? It is that dirty woman who put me into the position that I am today. Then I should need to talk to her kneeling down even.
Yes.
If at all, I'll be sincere. So the kind of leadership that we need in our country and in our county, honesty, integrity, and people who fear God.
Yes.
God-fearing leaders.
Yes.
Yes.
Mheshimiwa, what are the key challenges in terms of economy, defense, climate change in our county, and what could you do to bring change?
Number one, as at now we have a lot of challenges in climate, but I'm not in a position of changing anything. Why? Because I'm not still the leader.
Yes.
Number two, the challenges that we are having in Mandera County is endless. It cannot be mentioned. From climate change to hunger to drought to literally everything. Those are natural calamities. We can't help, but we will try our best.
Absolutely.
For me, I'm not in a position of helping them as at now.
Yes.
But if I'll be God willing, if I get into that position, even if not giving them, even if not, providing them whatever they needed, I will stand with them. When they cry, I will cry with them. When they will be happy, I should be happy with them.
Yes.
Meaning, even if I can't, even if I'm not in the position of helping everybody, but at least I should do something better to at least uplift the standard of those ones who are much more worse than those ones who are better than them.
Mheshimiwa, I want to ask you, thank you so much. I've done with my questions, but I have some general
Go
questions
ahead. Yes.
that is going on, and I've been also, as a voter, I've been thinking about it. And a lot of people are asking or saying that the person that we are going to choose must come from that county or must live in that county, must know the life of that county. And I do prove sometimes people wrong by saying that yes, we are coming from Mandera County, but we started life because we have parents, right? Our parents maybe they went to look for greener pasture in Nairobi and somewhere else. Then the children comes to other side. And after we having that opportunity of going to get education and greener pasture, but still we're from Mandera County. But whenever you go there, people are saying like, no, she doesn't deserve or he doesn't deserve because that person is not staying in that county. Have you ever met that challenge?
Exactly, there is there, and I also advocated for that personally.
Yes.
I said, if giving opportunity to people, then give opportunity to the people who are the ground first. Why do I say that? Even those ones who are given the position of leadership,
Yes.
the MCA position, that is member of county assembly, and there's the National Assembly, and there's the Senate.
Yes.
If you are given a position to those ones who were born and brought up in Mandera County, and who got a education from a different place, or might be they went for greener pasture and they got education, at the end of the day, they will move back. Reason being, the nature of their work. I am an MP. I cannot base myself in Mandera County. Reason, because my offices are in Nairobi.
Yes.
I have offices in Mandera, but where do I transact the business? It has to be at the National Assembly, or it has to be at the Senate. So what happens? At the end of the day, I have to move. So meaning, it has to be somebody who was born and brought up there in Mandera. In as much as you want somebody to work for you who wants to live with you, then living with you as a member of parliament is not possible. Because where are our offices? It's supposed to be in Nairobi.
Yes.
We have offices, but we need to be frequent in it. And imagine being in parliament, there are so many things you're supposed to be doing. Parliament's supposed to be Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. It's only Friday that we don't have parliament, and Monday.
Yes.
When Monday and Friday, they have committee meetings. So what does that mean? I should not be sitting in a Mandera. I am your MP, so I should sit with you. No, the work is done here. The business is transacted at the parliament.
Yes.
So they cannot be sitting with you. Number two, if you are given a position to the person who was born and brought up and living with you so that the person will understand your problem,
Yes.
there are positions that are supposed to be done in Mandera County. Which positions are these? CECs. Give that position to the person who is at the ground.
Yes.
Because the person on the ground understands you most. And number two, the MCAs will be given those ones who are the ground. Because at the end of the day, Elwak is not far from Mandera. If he will be in parliament for the whole week, then Saturday and Sunday he can rush there and see what is going on. So it doesn't mean that those ones who come from America or those ones who come from Nairobi should not be given a position. They will be given position, yes, but their first priority goes, I always advocate for that.
Yes.
Their first priority goes to those ones who deserve. Like for example, I am born and brought up in Wargadut. I schooled my primary in Wargadut. I went to the Kenya High School, but later on changed to Moi Girls. I was born there. But it's still giving me the position.
Yes.
If you give me the position, I'm still living in Wargadut because my parents live in Wargadut, my kids are there,
yes.
and everybody else is there. Even if I'll be, the nature of the work that makes me move up and down, either between Nairobi and Mandera, we can't change that.
Yes.
It's there and it has to happen because transacting that business means I have to be having that movement. So I don't see it bad. Somebody says give the position to the person who was born up. Like people say, we are giving positions to those ones who are living with us, those ones who understand us. I understand you because I was born and brought up in Wargadut and I understand the problem of Wargadut and Elwak at large and Mandera as it is. It doesn't mean that I was in Nairobi so I don't understand anything. I always go see my mom. Every other time I'm in Takaba. Every other time I'm in Wargadut. Meaning I can't afford leaving my people and live here the rest of my life. And for example, I am married with kids to bring up.
Yes.
And I should be having that coherency of moving to Takaba, see my mother, and also living with my kids.
Yes.
So I should be given that position also. And I should be respected for that matter.
Absolutely.
Not necessarily, nyinyi watu mumetoka Nairobi kwa maji baridi. Na sisi tunawaombea. Hakuna shida hatuelewi.
Yes.
We understand everybody's problem. We put the same shoes that they had put on.
Yes.
Tulipitia pale. I went to Moi Girls from Form 2 to Form 4. Wallahi, I used to have 1 3-liter to shower, to wash my uniform, and to do my wudhu. 1 5-liter. Do I understand that problem?
You do.
I do understand it very much.
You do.
And much more than anybody else who went to that school today. Because that school is different from when I was in that school.
Yes.
Wargadut Primary School is different from when I was in Wargadut Primary School. Sheikh, I went to Wargadut Primary School barefooted. Yes.
And today people have
without books. We only had teachers, very hard-working teachers, and I love my teachers, and I always tell them, and I always, whenever I pray for them. We had teachers with 1 book who teaches the whole class. 1 book. 1 textbook. We never used to have even textbooks sometimes. I have 2 textbooks that I do Hesabu, I do mathematics, I do geography, history, home science. 1 textbook, 1 exercise book. Sheikh, this time it's different. So you telling me ati wewe unaenda kuoga maji baridi, sijui unafanya nini, unafanya nini? Sheikh, mimi nakuombea Mwenyezi Mungu akatupatie sisi wote tukue Mandera County. Tupate hiyo maji baridi na tutapata tukipata good leaders.
Inshallah.
So hiyo haimaanishi ama that does not mean that I hate you people because mimi niko kwa shower baridi, sijui naoga, sijui shida yako. I am called for Margadud and I'm told we have ABCD problems and I have to provide what I have.
Yes.
Somebody calls me from Turkale and says, excuse me, we don't have water today. I need to share the little that I have.
Yes.
Somebody calls me from Takaba and I share the little. If it were not that I understand the problems that are on the ground, then I couldn't have even shared that little that I have.
Yes.
So people telling me that, oh, you did this and you guys are mukona. The pinches you're feeling, we are feeling.
Absolutely.
The problems that you are having, wallahi, we feel. It's not that we are human beings. We are the daughters who are born and brought up in Mandera County. We cannot run away from our problems. We have problems, we know that. And there are problems that are natural. The only thing we can do is just to pray for you. What else can we do?
We
can't bring rain.
Yes.
We can't bring whatever. There are things that we can't bring, but lakini tutafanya nini? Tunaomba Mwenyezi Mungu na Mwenyezi Mungu atuzidishie, si ndio?
Yes.
Lakini ingine tafadhali, it's not, don't push me back because I live in Nairobi, I cannot be giving a leadership. I can be anywhere and give you the best leadership.
Very true.
Just test me and see if I can or if I cannot.
Yes.
That's the only thing.
Challenges in our county. Being a woman and
Wah.
being in a leader.
Wah.
And you want to do something in Mandera County and wewe ni mwanamke. Tell us the challenges or what do you face every day, as now even you are not in that leadership, but you are also you are doing
I always face the same.
Yes, but what do you face also in social media also?
Yes.
Yes.
Imagine being a woman and looking for a leadership position is too hard and so disappointing.
So
exhausting.
Country. Yes.
Every other time you do anything is negative, nothing positive. I am looking for a leadership. I have no place in my community if it comes to the leadership. Why? I am married. And I'm married from the tribe that the clan that I'm born from. I mean the tribe that I come from. I am married to a different tribe. Of course, at the end of the day, it's not my luck and it's not my choice to go outside the people who I'm born from.
Yes.
It's luck that had taken me to that place. So I was in the first place I was married once and I still married once. I was not married second time.
Mumesikia.
Yes.
Stops
once, and that is
outside.
once.
Yes.
Not second, no third. For those ones who have the proof that I was married for the second time, prove it. But for me, I was married once.
Yes.
And I am still in the same marriage.
It is you who can clarify it.
Exactly. Now leave it to
anybody.
me. It's my
Yes.
private life. Number
Yes.
two, if I'm going to look for leadership, for example, in Mandera County, and that happened to me and any other lady in Mandera County, every other time we are facing the same challenges. The first question you ask, you are married to who? He is whose clan? And who is whose sub-clan? And he's whose, I don't know what. That does not exist and it doesn't apply to men. When men go look for leadership, they're not asked you're married to who. Remember, most of the leaders, except some few of them, from Mandera County are married to a non-Gary, for that matter. Yes. But for me, I am always questioned. You're married to who? I'm married to so-and-so and the son of so-and-so. And then I'm told, from the tribe that I come from, they say, no, you're not one of us.
You're from the other tribe.
I am because from my husband, to my kids.
Yes.
When I go to my husbands, they say, no, you're not one of us because you're not from born. So that means I have no place in my community as pastoralist and my kids don't have place in my community. So it disadvantages me. So I asked them another time. That was in 2013 when I was looking for the leadership. I went to the people that I was born from. And I was told, this is not your place. Do you know what I told them? In simple terms, please, I'm going to divorce the man that's married to me then. Can anybody prepare to marry me so that at least I get this position? What else do you want me to say?
Nothing.
Then they were shocked and I said, that's the only thing. And then I went to these other guys and they said, no, you see, our daughter is also contesting our daughter. And then I said, where do I belong? I have a daughter and a son, 2 sons and a daughter for you people. And I have no place for you? Then that means the best thing to do is just to go and disconnect myself from you people. Wallahi, I even tempted sometimes to move to court and disown completely and say my kids are not that tribe and I'm not that tribe. I was almost tempted. But I said, let's not do this because of leadership. Because at the end of the day, if you're pushing me too far and you're pushing me too hard, it might make me push to a very wrong thing. That I might reach a decision that is going to be totally Very wrong.
And you're gonna regret about
And I'm gonna regret not only me but also my kids and the clan that I come from and the tribe that I come from. So it pushes me to the wrong position. Why should a man don't have a marriage choices when it comes to leadership, but when it comes to woman, it has that? Number two, if a woman looks for a leadership in any position, be it MCA, MP, whatever, you are always called a prostitute. You have all the bad names in the entire world. Who is she? Does she have hijab? Does she has this? Did she do that? Did she didn't do that? Literally, you are asked the question that does not even deserve to be asked a Muslim woman. I am a chastity of Muslim woman. I have never wronged. I know what my religion teaches me. I have my hijab. Do I have hijab now?
Yes. You have.
And why should you question my hijab? Hijab does not have any connections with giving a leadership. Number two, you don't even know me. You've only seen me in social media asking for a leadership. Then you call me I'm a prostitute? Can you prove that? Even in our religion, it's haram.
Very.
And you will answer that in front of Allah another day.
Yes.
If not answering in front of me, wallahi utajibu mbele Mwenyezi Mungu. Then you call me all kind of names. You've never seen my kids, but you abuse them on social media. And every other time Sheikh tells you, this is wrong, don't do that. Don't surrender a Muslim woman, don't do this. But I don't know. Do you have that ears to hear? Are you a Muslim yourself when you're giving me this kind of name? That name does not belong to me. The only wrong thing that I did was to ask for a leadership.
Yes.
Please, if you think I can be a leader, give me the votes. If you think I can't, then just deny me your votes, but don't call me names. Somebody told me, so long as you're in politics, you will be called all names, so you have to persevere. You have to be patient with them. I said it's
for
okay.
how long?
No, but I said it's okay. I can be keeping silent. You can call me any names. But imagine of surrendering me, a Muslim woman, calling me the name that does not belong to me. How are you going to talk to Allah? What are you going to say in front of God? Because even if sitakustaki kwa binadamu, wallahi nitakustaki kwa Mwenyezi Mungu, kwa sababu umeniharibia jina ambayo si yangu. So what happens? Women who are very soft will pull out. Because ameitwa jina hii, she will just run away.
Yes.
For me, call me any name that you want to call me. But looking for leadership, if Allah so wishes, I will.
Have you ever, because you started these missions very early, social media affects a lot of people. Has it ever one day sat down, have you been in a depression or in a way of being stressed about what happened, what is people are talking about by then, not now?
Let me tell you one thing. 2013, when I vied for women position, I did it not knowingly that this is the community that I come from. There's a music that abused me that you cannot even imagine. A whole human being.
A music.
A whole human being with his mind and with his ability as a man. Amepiga gita kunitukana.
Writing down the
words and calling me all names and abusing me. It put me into depression. It frustrated me to the extent that I have been in home throughout, day in, day out, crying. Not talking to anybody. I was just indoors in my house, crying day in, day out. Any other time I open social media, you will see, if not me, a woman being abused. So it touches me. And I remember what they did to me. So I always say, why should they abuse her? And then a whole human being who is educated went to class.
Yes.
Finished his primary school, went to secondary school, finished his primary school, went to college or university, finished and working. A whole man sitting in social media and abusing me. And he has never seen me, by the way. He doesn't even know me.
Yes.
And then somebody writes and says, she will never see in front of the parliament, whatever. And then just abusing me for no apparent reason. I go inbox, ask him, do you know me, my brother? Why should I? And I remember there's another time I was even fasting. Somebody in London abused me. He abused me on social media. I went to his wall, messaged him and said, brother, I am fasting. Repeated the second time, I am fasting. Repeated the third time, I am fasting. And I put it a full stop. I didn't abuse him, didn't ask him anything. After Ramadan, the guy called me and said, guess what? I am very sorry. I had never met you. I don't know you. And I just abused you for no apparent reason. I don't even know why. Please forgive me. Then I said, I have forgiven you and I have nothing for you. And then later on, after I had a lot of stress, those friends in America, I don't want to mention their names, but they're wonderful boys. Those ones in Mandera, I can't even forget them. They started giving me positive responses. Any other person who abuses me, they don't know me. They've never met me.
Yes.
Anybody who abuses me, it's been shut. They were told, please don't.
And the people you don't know.
Police, yes, people that I don't know.
Yes.
I have never met them. But they said, she's our sister, you can't abuse her. Even now when I post something and somebody puts a negative thing, he's been shot. And I'm like, excuse me, do you know her?
No.
Whatever she's looking for is not in your hands. It's in Allah's qadar.
Yes.
So please, just negativity, forget. For us women, we have passed through a lot of negativity, a lot of stresses. For me, I had seen what stress is meant of. I had passed through.
Okay, Mheshimiwa, I want to ask you about these all challenges that you went through. Being a woman in our country is something very hard, and it's something very somebody with strong heart, somebody who I can say is like you don't care. You are just there to go and do something. You are a strong woman. You have to be in that line. So the question is, having these negative comments or having these negative thoughts, having negative, like you said, somebody with clear mind, somebody who is very educated or sitting down writing this, because somebody who doesn't know how to read or write cannot sit down or think they cannot sit down and write something. Somebody writing that music, going and editing and doing everything just to abuse a woman. Is it in our only county? Because I've seen Garissa have women who are in parliament, being MP. We have Wajir. We have also the other side, Kusha. We have Marsabit. We have Isiolo. We have, and women are being supported very strong. Why us? What is happening? And what can we do to change all this? Is it problem we or people outside?
This is a very nice question that I've been waiting for.
Yes.
Imagine in Wajir, they have 2 nominate women. They have 2 ambassadors, women. In Garissa, they have a nominate Senate and now elected women. In as much as the entire pastoralist community, the ladies who look for leadership pass through this hell, but still, they are those ones who consider their sisters or their daughters as their best daughters.
Yes.
For us, number one, we don't have that support from any man. Don't be cheated. Not any of them.
Even our parents.
No, our parents, for those who have parents, for me, I don't have a father, but I have a mother. But even from our own, from my family, there are those men who doesn't give me that support. They don't want. In simple terms, I don't know. For that, I don't know the reason as to why they don't even want to give me that support, because even if I ask them, they don't have a reason. But all the same, they support one of their those ones who are not born with them. But if I'm a woman and I'm born with them, they don't support me. Reason best known to them, because I don't know. Imagine, for Mandera County, we had a CS position, we had a CAS position, we had directors, we had managers, we had CEOs for Mandera County. I was the only woman who was in a position of board, and that was in a board member. The only woman.
Yes.
You want to tell me there's no women educated from Mandera County who can get into a position? Who can be a CEO, who can be a manager, who can be a CAS, who can be a CS? Many of us are educated, and we have passed through whatever we have passed to be where we are. Just through our hard work, without anybody's help.
Yes.
For me, I went to school. Primary school, my father was alive. Secondary school, he paid for me. College, I paid for myself.
Yes.
And I swear in the name of God. He was alive. He was a chief, but then he retired. Then he never had anything. So I had lazima nijikakamue.
Yes.
I had, through my hard work, and tell me this, through my hard work, I had made it to the masters. And this I paid for myself. I had through struggles. And now, because I don't expect any support from any uncle or any brother or any who. Even those ones who help you, for that matter, they will keep on talking about you day in, day out. Oh, unajua, I helped her. Oh, do you know she's in Mandela because I paid her? Oh, do you know she did this because she had... Every other time, he has nothing else to say but just gossip about you, how this person has helped you, how he has pushed you to be... Excuse me, I am educated with papers and I did it for myself. It's Allah. Whatever I pass through, it's through help from Allah. And friends, that I am where I am today. But it's very unfortunate that us guys from Mandera County, women especially, I don't think we have shoulders to nail on. I have repeated this several times, and I will repeat this without fear of contradiction.
Yes.
The position that we are given, and as Mandera women that today they are in, it's because of the Constitution of Kenya. and because she has the document for it and she has the qualification for it. Otherwise, nobody has done us any favor. And if you think you've done me a favor, come and tell me the favors that you have done me. Nothing. And they're not up to today. They are not ready to give us any position apart from nominate MCA. The CEC positions is a must that you should give because it is the constitution of Kenya that's saying that.
Yes.
And elect, we have 30 MCAs elect from Mandera County. None is a woman today. None, not one elected, not one. Only nominate. Does it mean that I am not qualified to be given the position of MCA? Does it mean that the community don't believe in my leadership? They believe in my leadership. That time there was that negotiated democracy and they never considered us. We've been shouting and pushing and pushing. I shouted personally. I had pushed through it, but nobody considered us. Just because they did it deliberately. And they always ask, what is that you can do as a woman? Women cannot do anything. I am telling you, we can do better things and much better than even men. That's what I want to believe, and we have the ability to do it. So literally, we don't have that shoulder to nail on. That's it. Somebody to my face told me, excuse me, wewe ni bibi ya mwenyewe nitakusaidia kivipi? Like seriously? You don't want to help me because I am somebody's wife? Yes, I am legally married with Islam Sharia. And I live like that. If you don't want to help me because I'm married, to hell. Because I don't need your help. And if Allah so wishes, wallahi, you cannot deny me that. So literally, we don't have any shoulder to kneel on as men in Mandera County. That take it from me. Yes, the ladies who vied for position, it's because they have to vie. You restricted it and you said it's only clan-based. Those ladies went through hell to be where they are. Ask them and they will tell you. They have been undermined, they have been abused, they have been called all names, they never had even cars to travel, they have been on people's back. Every other time wapatiwa majina hata si zao, but they made it because it is women position and a man cannot vie. And because it is something that, ni ya wanawake tu, that's why she's there. Otherwise, if you're a man and you can tell me that you've put me in a position that I am today, kuja niambie. You didn't. Hakuna usaidizi nilipatiwa. I vied for Women Rep 2013. I didn't go through because of the wave of the negotiated democracy. 2017, I had campaigned from 2014 to 2016. I was cheated, and I will repeat this. I was cheated. I was told, step down, they will give you the Senate, or they will give me nominated MP. Little did I know that the nominated position and any position in the national government, at the national level, is for sale. That I will say, and I will fear of no contradiction.
So they are selling positions.
Yes. So usije unasema ati nominate nitapatiwa, you have to pay for it.
So if I want to do
and
that
the nomination
position,
positions, be it an MCA position or a member of parliament or a senate, is free. The only thing you are supposed to pay is the subscription fee for the party, but you will pay dearly to get to that position. That we should not lie to one another. It's for sale. That I will say without fear of contradiction. Number two, when I vied 2017, I was promised heaven, and they could not even provide me with hell. I got in a position, that was the board position. I was given the position after I had shouted and called everybody. Nobody wanted to answer my phone. I called and called and called and called and called. Yani, wacha huyu atutoke kwa koo. Ametusumbua sana.
Yes.
So that's it. Simple. And somebody will tell you, oh, you cannot make it to Women Rep because we are not going to help you. Excuse me. It's Allah that's going to give it to me.
Yes.
And it's Allah that's going to deny me. Nothing more than that. Nothing is it. So if you think putting me in a position because you're going to help me, please see wewe unanisaidia. Ni Mwenyezi Mungu ananisaidia.
You know what, Mheshimiwa, you're a strong lady.
I am, yes. I have passed through whatever it costed me to be where I am.
And I'm proud of
you. Even in family, my family had a lot of problems. Wakaleta shida, the woman who always on the run, the woman who is away from home at around what time. The man is always away up to 2. Nobody questions him. But when a woman is away up to saa 4 usiku, there's a question mark. I remember a prominent person, a well-respected person, is calling me, huyu anazunguka usiku. Excuse me, nikizunguka yanakuhusu kivipi wewe? Mimi najua nikizunguka. Na haya kwako inakusaidia kivipi? Hakuna.
Well, you have faced a lot of challenges.
Yes.
But you are here smiling.
And I am telling you, every other time I laugh and I don't care. I say whatever God has cut voice.
There's a day I went to Mandera County.
Yes.
And I saw somebody was applying for a job. And suddenly they told him that you're not from this tribe. This job supposed to be given to this tribe. going to lead us, God willing. What are you going to change about this? Because tribe and this thing has really affected us, and up to today we are being told you want to do women rep is not for you. If you want to be a speaker, it's not for you, it's for this clan. We need to change. How can you do this, or how can we do as people from Mandera County, especially women, as we need to be one? We need to come up together to support each other, because if we won't be one, definitely these people will win. You know what I mean?
Yes, I understand.
So you being going to be a leader, God willing, we pray for you, and so that you can come to this position, so that you can help a lot of people. How can you change?
Saida, there are those things that Constitution demands. There are those things that Constitution demands. Which are these things? The equality, that everybody should be given a job.
Yes.
There are those things that has pushed people to this clan, but people exaggerated it. When they said majority and minority should have the same space, it didn't mean that I come from an clan X, and so I should not be given a position. It said, give positions according to their clan, but should be a qualified person. Are you getting me right?
Yes.
There are those things that are pushing these people to being clan, because there are those clans that have been marginalized from when they were born to death. So they should be given a position. But it doesn't mean that if somebody who comes from that clan doesn't have a qualified person, you should not restrict it. You should give it to another person who is more qualified, or who has the qualification to do that job. And even if you're giving it based on clan, then it should be merits. And then when it comes to women, this kind of telling me that I should be coming, both the clan that I come from or the tribe that I come from have disowned me. The ones that I was born from disowned me. The ones that I'm married to and have kids for them disowned me. So I'm asking, where do you want me to belong? So I belong nowhere, but the Constitution demands that I should be given a position as a woman. 2/3 gender is still there and to live with us for the rest of our life, because it is in the Constitution.
Yes.
So if you want to give me the position, why should you base me? Because at the end of the day, a woman doesn't choose to marry from a clan that she doesn't want. It's qadar.
Yes.
It's fate that is pushing me to this. I am already married. Just because I need a position doesn't mean that I should divorce and get to this clan so that I get the position. It's very wrong.
Yes.
Quite wrong, and we should fight this to the letter. Mine is saying give position to women with merits. Because even if I go back to that clan, they will never give me the position. So why should you base me into clan? And some of them are given into base and they're not even qualified. At the end of the day, they don't deliver. So what happens? I am a woman who comes from two sub-tribes. Then if this one have disowned me and mine have disowned me, where do I belong? Please, judge me for my merits. Look at my certificate and whatever, give me the job. Lakini hii mambo ya kusema, oh, you should... And women.
Yes.
Let's not be enemies to one another.
Give that message. Give them.
I'm saying let's not be enemies to one another.
Yes.
I am looking up for a position, and the position is one, and that's women rep. And does not mean that the position is confined to only women rep. We are having MCS, and there are 30 wards in Mandera County where we need to be vying. Where are you, ladies? Come out and vie. Trying and failing is never failure.
Yes.
It's you've tried, and one day, one time you will go through. So literally that means don't give up, come for it. Let's vie for position. Vie for MC, vie for MP position, that's member of parliament, vie for senator position, because it's never written for men. Men and women are equal to go vie for any position as the Constitution says. Number 2, vie for the governorship. The only thing that we are lacking is we are economically very poor. We have no resources to muscle out with men. But lakini, come and show yourself first, because at the end of the day, that is a step you're taking. And then the next step, you will be in a better position.
Yes.
Today you try, tomorrow it's not a trial. Allah, I think you will be in a better position.
Yes.
So if we will back off just because those ones who I'm married from will never give me position, the ones that I'm born from will never give me position, we will be lost in between. Don't look at my position. Like for example, yeye ni nani kwanza natafuta nafasi, mimi ni dada yako ndo maana natafuta kazi. Kwa nini mimi nimetafuta your position? It's because I believe in the strength of the woman of Mandera County.
Yes.
And in that, they should love their daughter.
Yes.
And they should love the women folk. So when you're giving me the position, you're not giving me a position because I come from a different tribe or because I don't belong to that position. I am vying for this position, 1, to empower the women. Number 2, to uplift the standard of the women. Number 3, to show you that this is the way and not this way. And that in as much as I can, not only giving you empowerment, but give you civic education over your right. It is true. our right as Muslim women is in the Holy Quran. We were given first priority, second priority, third priority. That is in the Quran. We are not looking for things that are outside the Quran. Things that are inside the Quran, we will look for it. Leadership, we were given equal opportunity by the Constitution of Kenya in the country that we live in. So there is no day you are telling me a woman cannot be a leader. Where is it written? Come and show me. Aisha radiallahu anhu was a leader. Khadija radiallahu anhu was a leader. So which one is this that you are denying me? You want to tell me Aisha was not a Muslim? You want to radiallahu anhu? You want to tell me Khadija was not a Muslim? She was one of the best women in the entire world. God blessed them. So why should you deny me just because I'm a woman? And some of you giving examples saying that Fulani was in that position and so she left her house, or she was did this and that, did that. Can you please tell me how many men did that? Most of them did that. Even those ones who have not done. Today there are those leaders whose women are suffering. And I can even mention they are not without fear of contradiction. Why don't you not talk about them? If somebody feels that in the marriage that she is in or he is in is just hell, you should just give it an away.
You just walk away.
Just walk away.
For your peace of mind.
And please, she doesn't have the right to come and explain to you, oh, do you know I left this because of ABCD? Excuse me, give her a private life.
Yes.
It's her life, it belongs to her. She will do it to the extent of whatever she wants to do with it. But please, don't judge me, Ubah, because of Saida.
Yes.
And don't judge Saida because of Ubah.
Yes.
Saida and Ubah are two different people.
Yes.
She gives a different leadership, I give a different leadership. But leaving this and going to a different position, it is her right, Wallahi al-Adim. Divorce always happens. Let me tell you, go to Mandera.
Every day.
A 13-year-old girl is married with 3 kids and she's been divorced.
Yes.
A 17-year-old girl is married with 3 kids and she's been divorced. Why don't you not talk about that? Why only her? Why only me? Why only us?
Yes.
And this is very wrong because it happens. That's qadar. When it happens, you don't need to be questioning. There are how many leaders who are married to young girls? Direct from school, you married her, you divorced her, and then another one, you're going almost to 30. We know that.
Because you're a leader.
Just because, and you are a leader. Just because you are a man, people don't gossip about you, or they don't talk about you. Why should you talk about that only one woman? Talk about that man who marries girls from school direct. Every other end of year he marries. He leaves her. We have the mouth to speak about it and we will talk about it.
Yes.
But because he's a man, nobody speaks about it. I always say thank you very much to Simba Hashim. He always advocates for us.
Yes.
And he always talk about positive things about ladies.
True.
Just because he is a brother to daughters. And I always say, God bless you, my brother. And this is not because every other time, look at his whatever he writes. He gives us that support. He gives us the strength to move on. It's because he is a brother to women. So you guys of talking about, oh, the women did this and the women did not do that. There are men who did that and they are leaders. Please talk about them also. Do that negative, write about them so that at least we will be at par with them. So that at least we feel comfortable. Oh, kumbe sio sisi peke yetu, hata wengine watu wanawasemesha. And some of you who talk about, my husband is which tribe and your husband is which tribe, please ask the governors, the senators and the MPs, their wife is which tribe. And then yapo na kujene kwetu.
You come to us.
Yes. So that at least we feel very comfortable. The negativity should not only belong to women. No. It has also belonged to men.
As you have heard, first of all, I will send a message to my brother Simba Hashim. I've been following you so much. Thank you so much for defending women. That shows how you have been raised by a beautiful mother. Wherever she is, Mama, we say hi. We say thank you so much. Because if you see a gentleman supporting a woman, if you see a man who is ready to be there for a woman, be it a wife, be it somebody's daughter, be it anybody, remember that shows how that person has been brought up. As you have heard, our Mheshimiwa Ubah Gedli, God willing, she is vying for women representative in Mandera County. She is a mother. She is somebody's daughter. She is somebody's wife. And if she is not a wife, she's going to be somebody's wife. Assume it's your daughter. And she is going to do this to be in a big position. Are you not happy? Are you not going to be happy? She's somebody's sister. The brother must be very proud of her. So let us come up together, support women, and let us help and let us stop this negativity, abusing women you don't know. Even in religion, in Muslim, you don't supposed to call a woman a prostitute. One, do you have an evidence? Because once you call a woman prostitute, you need to have 3 evidence to show that that person was really true doing that. Let us protect women's dignity. Women have dignity. Women are being praised, be it in Bible, be it in the Quran, be it anywhere. Because a house without a woman, there is no foundation. A home without a mother, there is no foundation. Why today in politics? Why today a woman wants to do something great? That is when men are coming to judge women. Don't we think it's a high time for us to sit down and have a positive mind over us women? And women outside there, stop being enemies to each other. If it is not we together now, this is my woman representative, God willing, 2022. She is my sister, she is a friend. Hii mambo ya kusema if today we are sitting together, kesho akienda kukataa kushika simu yangu, that is her life. As you have heard, people have a lot of things to do. It's not just to sit down and to wait for you. If God willing, she will get this opportunity, she will help you wherever she can. It's not a must, but whatever she can, because she's also depending on people. When the funds come, she gets funds from the parliament. When she gets the money from the government, that money will be taken to the people who are supposed to distribute or help other people, because she's not in the town, she's in somewhere else fighting for you, bringing that money in the county. Who's supposed to give out that money is the people who are in that office. Let us stop judging people. Let us come together. It is time for politics. Let us maintain peace and unity, because that is the very important thing to do at this moment. Tribe is something that it won't help you, it won't bury you, it won't take you anywhere. Remember, your neighbor today cannot be your tribe. But who is near you today? Not your family, not anybody, your neighbor. And God will ask you about that neighbor. Be a be that neighbor, be a Christian, be a Muslim, be any tribe. I'm Gari, this is from the Godia clan, this is from Rale clan. God will ask me, my neighbor. So today we are eating together, drinking together, laughing together, but when politics comes, it distributes us. It makes us fight. Divorce are there because this person is married from another clan. This person is married from another tribe. Why are we doing that? Why are we making children suffer? Why are we not giving our children opportunity to come together and say, you know what, my mom is from this clan, but I don't look at this clan. I'm going there just to help other people. Let us be neutral. Let us support each other. And from there, we're gonna see the fruit. If we don't support each other, what do you expect our Mheshimiwa to come here and say, now I want to help you? She can't help you if you still have that mind of tribe. She's not after tribe. She's not going to look after your tribe. You have a problem, she's a human being, she's a mother, she has that humanity. To come to conclusion, let us support each other, let us stand by each other, because tribe won't help us, won't take us anywhere. And before I end up there, and I would like to tell Mheshimiwa, if you have anything to say, please borrow those positions request them to help you or to vote for you.
Saida, my sister, at any time I don't have means to say anything.
Yes.
I normally say anything and everything.
Yes.
For me, I'm talking to the audience that's going to watch me.
Yes.
I am that lady who started from zero to be where I am. Though not better,
yes,
but at least better than what I used to be.
Yes.
I vied for the position 2013 with 0 cent. 2017 with 0 cent.
Yes.
Today 2022 with 0 cent.
Do
you know why? I am what I am. And if anybody believes that I'm going to give a leadership, stand with me.
Yes.
Give me that support. Do you know the support you're giving me? Give me your votes. I don't need money. What I need is your votes. If you think that I'm going to give a different leadership, and if you want to prove my leadership, go to my Maendeleo house and see what I have done. Number 2, I have 10 officials at the county level. The office bearers are 6 office bearers of different tribes from Mandera County.
Wow.
None is the same tribe. All in the name, because all of us are equal.
Yes.
And regardless of our tribe, all of us are women. That's why I had given it a different position to different tribe of different clan that lives in Mandera County.
Yes.
So if you want to prove my ability and what I can do, talk to those women. There's 10 women who are at the top. Ask them what I do for them. There are women who are older than I do, who can be even my grandmother, and ask them the way I treat them, and ask them what I do with them, and ask them how I empower them. Don't just judge me what I am, but judge me from what I did, and judge me from what I'm going to do, God willing. Because at the end of the day, even if you've not seen it, you've heard it, or you've seen it on social media. Mine is to ask for help. For those ones who are watching me, what I need is your votes.
Yes.
Please give it to me and test my leadership. And I'm going to give a leadership that is different from those ones who are ahead of me or behind me.
Yes.
So please, wana Mandera, mimi nawaomba kura zenu munipatie.
Yes.
Kwa sababu mimi ni dada yenyu. Kwa sababu mimi ni moja yenyu. Na msije munaona mimi ni mwanamke, sijui umeolekana nani, sijui umepita nani. Mimi nimeoleka na nimeoleka mpaka wa leo.
Yes.
Na niko na watoto. Lakini mimi yangu hiyo ni tofauti na kwa kiongozi. Ile mimi ninataka kukua kiongozi wa Mandera ya ile nafasi ya wamama. Inaitwa kwa lugha ya Kimombo women rep position or women MP Mandera County. Munipe hiyo kura na nitasema asanti sana. Na sitazima simu by the way. Na sitakosa kushika simu. Nitajaribu. Hata kama niko kwa mkutano, nitajaribu. Kuna watu wawili. Kuna wale wanajua kusoma, unaweza kuandikia message. Na kuna wale ambaye ni wamama labda hawaelewi. Nitakata ile simu labda sitajibu, baadaye nikitoka pale niko nitajibu. Na naomba kura zile tafadhalini sana. Ni dada yenyu, msisahau.
As you've heard messages out, wacha tumjaribu tumpigie dada yetu kura mahali huko watu wana Mandera County. Our sister has said all, you have heard all. Who are we? The vote is you to vote, and it is you to decide. It is your choice, it's your privacy. Till next time, thank you so much. Is your girl, Saida Ahmed Rashid.